வாழ்க Be blessed by the divine. My dear friends, had a simultaneous Kundalini awakening is essentially what many people tell me when they contact me over email. So let's try to understand what it really means. When people send me this message, they invariably explain to me in an email saying that they have had various symptoms related to Kundalini awakening, such as sometimes a headache, a spinning of the head, some kind of a pressure building in their nervous system. They feel they're scared of something. They feel that they are not able to concentrate on their work. They feel that they're probably possessed by some other medium which they don't have control over, or they have palpitations in their heart. Sometimes people report things like hallucinations, which are totally out of control. So, what I typically ask them when they have such awakenings is that, or when they believe that they have an awakening, is that, are you sure it is a Kundalini awakening? So they don't know themselves. So they contact me, they tell me that it's perhaps not a real Kundalini awakening itself. So I'm not really sure whether everyone who is coming to me has had some kind of a Kundalini awakening of sorts. So first and foremost, if indeed you feel that you have had some sort of a Kundalini awakening, my suggestion would be to contact one of the simplified Kundalini Yoga centers worldwide. We have about 2,500 centers of them. If you go to simplifiedkundaliniyoga.com and click on the worldwide center, it will take it to the parent website, which is essentially vedatri.edu.in, which is basically documenting and guiding people in the simplified Kundalini Yoga community, the Sky Yoga community by our Guru Sri Vedatri Maharishi. We have over 2,500 centers worldwide. Perhaps there is a center nearby your house. So the first and foremost thing that I would like to suggest and recommend to people is that you keep in touch with one of our Sky Yoga centers. So we have over about 12,500, 13,000 professors in the system who are all volunteers, by the way. So we don't take any money from the system. We all have other professions. We have maybe some of us are retired, some of us are having active professional life, some of us are business people, some of us are have been teachers in government service, so to say. So essentially, we do not depend on the Sky Yoga system for our economic sustenance. So therefore, we are free to offer whatever service we can for the humanity, simply because we all have gained enormous amount of benefit learning this and practicing this in our own life, for our health, for our mind, and for our family, and for our professional life, for our material life, and more importantly, for our spiritual life. So we are happy to offer our help, our service to anyone who believes that he or she has had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. So typically what we like to do when the aspirant comes to us is that we like to give what we call internal clearance, or what we call in our own language, what is called as the Tanduvada Shuddhi. So where we magnetize our hands and we touch the tailbone, the root chakra of the aspirant, and then we raise it through the backbone. We gently, raise our hands through the backbone, through the the spine and up the root chakra um, through the skull chakra, the so-called the Sahasrara, and then into Ajna chakra, and then bring back from there all the way to root chakra. We will do this internal clearance several times, maybe 9 to 10, 15 times, and then we will give a small pause, and then we will do it again. And as we keep doing it again and again, bring our hands up to the Ajna chakra and bring it back to the root chakra again and again, there is a clearance that happens. There are different microcosmic circuits that a human being has. Two of them which are most important are the Ida Nadi and the Pingala Nadi, the left side microcosmic circuit and the right side microcosmic circuit. We try to balance it out. So that's the simplest process that we all follow. Usually 99% of the time when we do this internal clearance for the aspirant, all kinds of negative symptoms just simply vanishes. I have done this for a few hundred people myself. I can tell you that it is one of the easiest and the simplest process to follow, and it relieves the aspirant of any sort of negative pain-giving or mental kind of a situation that the person may have. This hallucinations and things like that tend to calm down, it tend to reduce almost instantaneously. Within a few minutes, you can see that the person is totally relieved of any sort of problems that they may have. Having said that, not all the people are normal. Let me explain that to you. There are people who have had some kind of a drug addiction. We generally do not recommend that such people come to us for clearance of the spontaneous awakening or any sort of problems, because the awakening is not there. It is just pure hallucination that they are having. It is induced perhaps by the drug, or induced perhaps by some withdrawal symptoms, or perhaps by some chemical imbalances that the brain or the nervous system is going through. So we do not really recommend such people coming to us, because our system is not a curative process, it is a preventive process. That's number one. So we recommend that you go to a doctor, and the person meets the doctor, preferably a psychologist or a psychiatrist. They need medical help, so we really don't touch such people. We don't really want to pretend that we can help such people. We are not medical professionals. We do not want to mislead people by saying that all your problems we can cure. No, we cannot cure your problems. We can give you a system of meditating on your own life force. Beyond that, we really don't offer any kind of curative systems in general. There may be certain specialists who may be there in the system, who may be able to guide you better. You can talk to the local center and they may be able to guide you. The other set of people who come to us with some kind of a complaint may really have a neurological problem. May have a lesion in the brain, for instance. Maybe there is a little bit of a blood clot that they couldn't really discover, or they may have some kind of a brain-related disorder, or even they could have a psychological disorder. It may be because of some kind of a root shock, or some kind of a accident, or some kind of a stress that they have gone through, either as a child or in the past. And therefore, because of that, they feel that they have the symptoms that are usually associated with Kundalini awakening, but that's really not the case. So the first thing that you would want to ascertain for yourself, if you know of somebody who believes to be having some kind of a problem, is to see whether they have any medical complaint, any psychological complaint. It may just require a minor treatment or so. Maybe it'll just pass away, it'll become all right, and why unnecessarily assume that it is a Kundalini awakening? So first thing is to go and check with the doctor, see if it can be cured easily. If not, however, you could, of course, talk to one of us, and we may be able to ascertain for you whether you need a professional help, or we may be able to help you. If we can, we will certainly give it a try, and we will certainly help you by first giving you clearance, the internal clearance, and then we can give you a simplified Kundalini awakening process. By the touch of our magnetized hands, we raise it from our Muladhara chakra to the Agna chakra, and then later we teach you Shanti meditation, by which we help you to bring your Kundalini Shakti from the Agna chakra down to the root chakra or the Muladhara chakra. So, first thing you do is talk to a doctor, or if you know someone who is having trouble, please take him to a medical professional. Ascertain for yourself whether indeed the problem is associated with the brain or the neurological thing, or just the mind. So if so, get treated. 90% of these problems could easily be treated by a medical professional who is trained to do so. Get that done. And then once the doctor says, yes, you're all right and there is no problem, do come to us. However, if you believe that you have indeed had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening and you want to know how to manage it, the process is simple. You get in touch with a Sky Yoga professor, a teacher nearby in the center, and visit simplifiedkundaliniyoga.com. Click on the Worldwide Center. You will be able to find the center near your home. If you don't have one, perhaps you need to do a little bit of a travel, because we don't have it in all the countries. We don't have it in all the cities. We have it in many countries. We have it in quite a few states in your countries, and we certainly will be able to put you on to somebody who can, maybe we don't even have a meditation center, but we may be having some kind of a professor or a teacher in your center, in your city, and we may be able to link you up with this person so that you can suddenly go to the person, sit down and learn the Shanti meditation and the internal clearance, or the Tanduvada Shuddhi practice. Once the Tanduvada Shuddhi is given, your spontaneous awakening will come to your grips, and you will be able to easily handle it. And after that, you could go through a normal routine process of simplified Kundalini Yoga, and certainly you will be able to succeed with your life. And may the Almighty Force and Guru shower you with good health, long life, enough wealth, peace, prosperity, fame, and wisdom. Visit simplifiedkundaliniyoga.com and learn to manage your spontaneous Kundalini awakening. Be blessed by the Divine. Good luck.